This is a miniature bottle of Gentleman Jack whiskey and is not to be confused with the BBC drama of the same name or the Edinburgh-based barbershop of the same name. Hello there everyone and welcome to John Drinks, the channel in which I, John, have a drink, and today we're doing our first, it's not even American whiskey. I know. I had to have a look back and be like, this can't be the first one. Sure, I've been going for nearly 4 years now. This can't... Somehow, never covered an American whiskey. I don't know how that's happened. Maybe I'm just racist. Who knows? This is Gentleman Jack. It's from Jack Daniel's distillery. I had a little bit of a look online and I was presented with a wall of marketing. It talks about being double mellowed, whatever the fuck that means, in charcoal, and it makes many references to being smooth. So, okay. I mean, this is very much, mass market consumer product, so we're going for easy drinking, don't have to think about it too much. This isn't a cerebral drink. I feel like I probably should have some Coke to hand. The drink, not... I mean, I could go either way at this point, but I'm just going to have it neat. And that's it. I'm not even going to stick water in or anything like that. I'm just going to have it neat and kind of talk about it. And I've cracked out a tumbler today because this seemed appropriate. I don't know, there's something about American whiskey that it suits a tumbler. I don't know, there's going to be people out there that was like, what? No, you use a blending glass. Like, you do you, that's fine. To be fair, it's extremely rare that I will crack one of these out. So enjoy the novelty, I suppose. So, let's get this in here and find out what we're talking about. I don't believe that it's natural colour. We can guarantee there's been some kind of aggressive filtration on this as well. I can't get my miniatures open today. Do you know what it is? It's the weird shape of the neck that makes this really not that easy to get off. Where, hey, I'm really struggling with this actually. Oh, there we go. Doing really badly with my bottles at the minute. There we go, nice healthy glug in there. I can make a 50ml bottle last a while. As you can see, I've not taken much out. That's not because I'm recording. That's just kind of how much I normally pour out. There's probably some people out there who's like, oh, you're not getting enough in the glass, you're not letting it, I don't know, you're badly affected. Maybe you're right, but this is how I tend to drink my whiskey. I go very small nips. You don't need to have a full 25ml. I would sometimes, I mean, that, to me, is a perfectly respectable measure. Maybe I'm just tight, I don't know, but give it a little straw on the glass, because whenever you're holding a tumbler, I just feel like this is what you should do. You should just sort of work the wrist. Yep. Anyway. Who remembers the toffee-flavoured Butterkist popcorn? Actually, do they still make that? That stuff was addictive because it was covered in sugar. It's a bit of a prickle on the nose. Something a little bit... Yeah, something plant-like, quite vegetal. Huh. A little bit rubbery, but there is just sort of like an overriding sweetness on the nose. Yeah. It smells alright. I mean, it smells like fairly sweet whiskey. So that's exciting. I have nearly called this bourbon on no less than 5 occasions now. I know it's not bourbon. Forgive me, I'm sorry. Comment down below, would you like me to do some bourbons at some point? I should really get around to Bullet at some point. Again, I'm amazed I've not done that, actually. Weird. Let's drink some Gentleman Jack. The whiskey, not Saran Jones. Pineapple? What is going on today? Oh, and then there's like a vanilla tobacco kind of a thing on the finish. But it's oddly fruity. Yeah, I'm doubling down on that. There's like a tropical fruit thing first up. And then it goes into kind of like a vanilla-y, caramel-y, little bit tobacco-y. It's quite simple, but what you do get, it's sort of a story of contrasts more than anything. I mean, again, looking on the website, the tasting notes they left, it's your standard fare. Caramel, sweet, butter, that kind of a thing. So the fruit component sort of came out of nowhere, but it's there. Sort of pineapples and mangoes, and then vanilla and tobacco. It's predictable, if nothing else. Like, you know, once you've tried it once, you know exactly what you're getting. There's not any kind of like, oh, I've changed my mind, oh, I'm doing this now. It's the same journey through and through. It's consistent. What's the difference between consistency and predictability? One's a compliment, one's not. The flavour that lingers is a little bit root beery. I don't know if I'm saying that because it's a genuine reflection on the aftertaste or because it's American and I'm thinking of American things. But it's what I'm getting. It's nice. I'm liking it. Good. Yeah, this is odd. Well, because it's an American whiskey as well, I'm not going to put it in with the same rating system as I do with Scotch whiskey, because that whole rating system is very much skewed towards Scotch. I don't feel like it would be. I feel it would be a bit clumsy, me sort of shoehorning this in. So instead, how many fraudulent ballots out of 5 would I give this? It's a 2.75. It's not quite a 3, it's not quite middle of the road. It's over half, to be fair, think of it that way. It has a little bit of a surprising journey flavour-wise, but it dissipates quite quickly. And what's there, though a little bit surprising in some respects, isn't anything remarkable. It's nothing to write home about. The mouthfeel's quite flat, quite thin. It's not too, like, you know, overtly alcoholic. I mean, it's 40%, but it's not like, you know what I mean. Like, it doesn't taste like cheap and nasty whiskey, if that makes sense. The flavours are a little bit subdued, a little bit washed out, but what's there is good. And I would imagine it mixes very well, which I would gander would be its primary purpose. Although, if I'm wrong, then again, let me know down below. Do you prefer this as a sipping whiskey? But yeah, I'm gonna leave that there. That was Gentleman Jack, not the TV show, the whiskey. Should I cover more American whiskey? Let me know down below. Would you like to see me do Jack Daniels or Jim Beam or Bullet or Woodford Reserve? Wild Turkey, I've heard good things about, actually. That was a lot, actually. Pick one of those or something else. I don't know. Sazerac Rye. That's probably also good. Or Hudson. I've heard good things about Mellow Corn, actually. I've heard a lot of good things about a lot of American whiskies, to be fair. Anywho, thumb this video if you liked it, and if you want to suggest more stuff, there'll be links down to my Patreon as well. I do monthly polls where you get to pick what I do, and monthly revealing videos where I talk about what's coming up, and all that kind of fun stuff. And you also get credits at the end of the video, which are going to be playing right now.